new integrated into the engine that you were particularly proud of?
Yeah, if you look at, if you have a pretty good system and you turn on the level detail, you look at the new water that we've done, it's absolutely beautiful. It's the most stunning stuff we put into the engine itself. So overall, the water, which was very tily and didn't look very good, now it's amazing. Very, very nice, yeah.
And is there anything, even though it's a good change, is there anything you will miss the most from Vanilla WoW or just the old Azeroth? Is there anything you guys could get nostalgic about?
Sure, Mankirk. Where's Mankirk now? He's gone. No, I think we've done a great job on what we put in. Really, the requesting is amazing. The work that the zone work that Gary and his crew did is it's phenomenal. And we hope you guys like it.
Yeah.
And after doing 2 expansions before this, was there anything you did completely different this time around? Because you decided it would work better this way, or?
Yeah, we did a lot more of phasing tech that we really didn't do that much before. Let's see what else we did different. I don't know. It's just we got better at making the zones and using our vertex shading was a lot better. We have something called detail doodads. That's going to be an improvement in every zone. Just more efficient in making all the zones, I think.
Absolutely. So as a developer, what we have are these internal tools with which we make the game. We spend a lot of time basically making better tools that great developers like Gary can make our game faster, look better. We spend a lot of time on back-end tech that the player doesn't necessarily see, but it just makes the game faster, makes it smoother.
It makes it easier for us to make the game.
We have this thing called Play on Demand. It's an amazing piece of technology. Instead of spending an hour installing the game, guys, you're going to install the game in about 10 minutes and start playing. The game installs in the background.
Were you guys ever considering introducing a new class, or has the Death Knight sort of made you more hesitant to throw in a new class of the expansion?
We're always interested in cool stuff, you know. We're players too. We like the game. We're making the game we want to play. So absolutely, we're going to look at every possibility.
So probably some of the next expansion or expansions could get a new class as well.
Absolutely. When we look at the roles that each class plays and the role that we want them to do, is there a niche? Is there a missing element to that? If we do that, we absolutely bring in. We'll bring in a new class. I'm not saying we're doing it yet, but you know, we definitely look at that.
What would you personally like to see added as a new class, or is that too
spoilerish? That's Death Knight. Ruins.
Did you guys hear anything you like? Or?
All I hear is yeah, we're gonna do that class.
So that was coming into the game for sure.
I heard nothing.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
It is time for the Q&A.
Hebben jullie nog zinnige vragen aan John en Gary, jongens?
Zijn er vragen?
En hoe gaan we dat aanpakken, Dennis?
Als het goed is, dit moet een beetje hier zijn natuurlijk. Luister je even mee, Steven?
Ja, ik luister zeker mee.
Ja, schreeuw het eventjes.
Where did Mankirk's wife go to? Has the mystery ever been solved?
She went to the Emerald Dream.
Wat een kort antwoord. Ik wil even nog een vraag, een hele moeilijke. Iemand? Sorry? Sta jij even, Steve? Je moet harder schreeuwen. Kom maar even hierheen, kom maar hier.
Eentje tegelijk, jongens.
Als je vragen moet even naar voren komen.
Is there going to be a new legendary weapon? I remember reading something about you guys wanting to do a legendary staff this time, a caster weapon.
You guys want a legendary weapon? Would you like to make your own legendary weapon?
Is there anything you can say about it, or is it all too far down the line?
Sorry guys, I can't say anything, but we definitely want to think about a new legendary weapon.
Mensen, nog meer vragen. Je bent nou inmiddels vooraan gekomen. Schreeuw het eventjes.
Ja, spakkasten. Als je gaat, dan nemen ze
Steve.
Why can't Worgen become Dead Knights? I think they can.
Doe dat.
They can.
Wat is nou op een boel?
Harteloos zijn jullie jongens, kom op.
Verschrikkelijk. Nog meer vragen. Dit nog een vraag, kijk.
Ik heb een vraag. Wat is de lore achter de Worgen Death Knights? Zal ik hem stellen?
Hoor jij hem niet?
Ik versta het heel slecht, jongens.
Cataclysm is de muur doorgebroken.
Steve.
Ja, maar
Steve, jouw vraag.
de gemeenschap zonder invloed van niets.
Steve heeft nog een aantal vragen voor jullie.
Dat waren geen Worgen van Alliance.
Sorry jongens, het werkt niet zo heel erg goed zo in het publiek. Het is een beetje te veel mensen die door elkaar heen schreeuwen, dus ik ga gewoon zelf nog heel eventjes door. Wat ik zelf persoonlijk heel interessant vind, ik hoop dat iemand anders er ook nog een beetje benieuwd naar was. I'll just do some questions myself, because this is just too much chaos. I personally really like fiddling with the talent trees, and I was really curious why you decided to just really go back down to the basics, back to 31-point talent trees.
You know how it sucked to go to a web page to figure out what the fuck to do on the talent tree? We hated that shit too. So we decided to simplify. Go down from 71 to 31 different talents. We incorporated the Path of the Titans in there so that when you make your first choice, you're going to get some kick-ass ability. We just decided, make it simple. We're just way too complicated.
Right, you just over the years, just like maybe the world itself, it just became too convoluted with just new stuff and new stuff.
Ja, dat bedoel ik.
Alright, and I think there's also quite a big change in the way damage and healing relate to each other. I mean, there was some criticism that you could die like in a couple of global cooldowns in Lich King. I think it's going to be a different story this time around. Was that like one of the main focus points?
Absolutely. So Ghostcrawler just gave a huge treatise on how healing is going to work. That we're going to make you think about how to heal. You're going to potentially run out of mana. You're going to have to really pay attention now as a healer. And believe me, as a healer then, I'm a little worried, I gotta say. But we think it's a good change. It makes it much more of a challenging game. You have to think of it. You're not just spamming one heal, one spell all the time. DPS, it's evolving. It's always going to evolve. That's what we do with our class changes in World of Warcraft. So if you don't like it right now, don't worry. I guarantee you it will change.
This is the last question, Steve.
Alright, but is it still possible, as I know the game is never based around 1 versus 1, but if you run into a healer as a damage class, will this just mean you are never going to get them down, or is that still...
Well, that certainly was the case. If they got a chance to get a heal off in PvP, yeah, you either killed them immediately or they were fine. It's going to be much... It'll be easier and harder, I should say. Healers will have a good chance to heal themselves, but if they mess up, yeah, they're toast.
Yeah. Alright.
Mensen, ik wil een daverend applaus voor deze twee heren. En het mooie is, we zien ze straks nog terug.
Ja, ik wou net zeggen, ze komen ons nog bijstaan als we straks de costume contest hebben.
Ja, dat klopt. Dus tot straks.
Thanks, guys.